Hey now, hey, I am live. I am live. I am on here. This is so impromptu. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple people to join. It's still early. I should have did this later, but y'all, I'm tired. Are you sleepy today? I think I'm still getting used to the time change, and it's like really cold here in Pennsylvania. It's like bananas. Hold on. Let's see if I can push this over to my other page. If I can type. There, we did it. I don't want to be long on here. A lot of you guys are had the day off. Did you have the day off? Did you? I want to say thank you to all of the servicemen and women out there for your service and dedication. Their dedication. All right, that's not what I wanted. So I can see who's online. All right, so I said that I wasn't going to be on here long, very impromptu. Um, I don't know. I was just led. It was like something just said, get online. Don't post any words. Get online. I've been doing a lot of podcast interviews. Season 3 is going like exceptionally well, despite some tech issues, but it doesn't stop you. You got to keep going, keep pushing, and just work through all of the things that come in your way. So if you are watching this, let me know if you can hear me. If you're watching this, let me know if you can hear me. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. Come on, engage, engage, engage. It is your girl, Lachey Marie, host of Hello Audacity Podcast. It's been much too long. I love coming on this space and showing my face. I need to do this often. Like I have fun on the podcast, and I kind of been in worker bee mode, and I haven't been coming onto this space having fun with you guys. Um, not just having fun, but sharing my tips and my tools on different things like careers. I got some things that's coming up as far as the vision, the Dream Big Vision pillow is the newest concept to vision boards. I think is awesome. It is a total experience. So of course I'm gonna be bringing you, all of these things, but also gems that you can use in your day-to-day life or within your business. I miss showing up in this way. And that's why I'm here. I was like, I've been gone a little bit too long, even though this is really, really early for some of you guys. Some of you guys are chilling or probably just got off of work because a lot of people are still working today. At the grocery store, I'm on East Coast, so it's a little bit later. I was tired. I don't know. I, Anybody out there that's just tired today? I am sleepy. But I've been up since 5. And no, hey, I woke up working on some things, not, punching the clock, but punching my business clock. So of course, I've had some goals. So I've been waking up a little bit earlier to get in as many hours as I can because the end of 2024 is near and we got to prepare for 2025. And a lot of us are doing that. You need to start. If you're not doing that within your business to set up your first quarter, the time to do it is now. So that's what I've been doing, along with doing some other things that I am hoping to make an announcement pretty soon. But I just wanted to show my face. Um, I was led to come on here. God was like, show your face, use your words in a different way. Usually, I'm highlighting someone else's brand, a person, purpose, a testimony, and that's wonderful. It gives me joy to be able to do that. But part of what brings me joy is when I'm able to use my voice in order to uplift and encourage other people, to speak life into other people. That is really who I am. I know that there are many people that are new to my platform. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, girl. Hey, guy. Uh, come on and be on the podcast. Again, if you are just tuning in, please pop in there and say, hey, girl, let me know where you're from. I know it's pretty early. I don't want to be on here long. I was led to come on live. This is not a podcast. This is not Tuesday or Thursday. This is me on here showing my face, using my voice to say, hey, I do have a message. And that's why I was led. A lot of people in this space and this time needs encouragement. I mean, last week was like a true like fall that came over the entire I shouldn't say entire country, but a lot of our neighborhoods. It was just darkness, and not even that. We're because we're gonna be all right, right? We're gonna be okay, regardless. We're gonna be okay. But I want to encourage a lot of people because it's been hard. It's been a hard year for a lot of people, both in your business or in your personal life, and it has been met with a lot of challenges that our people are going through. And I want to encourage you to keep going. It is okay. Other people are feeling pain points. They've been through it. They're going through it. But you have to get yourself in a space where you understand that this holding pattern that you think that you're in, because there isn't as much movement as you want, like you haven't checked off all of your goals. Maybe some things are happening in your life. Maybe you stuck, honey, because life got you in a headlock. Like you talking about business. I'm talking about those that have a business, with those of us that are dealing with real life issues. Okay. It's a lot to handle everything and show up in this a wonderful way and still conquer your goals. Like we all have things that we want to do. We all have those passions behind us. And how do you do them? I wanted to not only give encouragement. I've been seeing a lot of people, and I know that there are tons of people on my timeline that are wanting to scale their business, or fix their life. Like seriously, like some people are saying, I just want to fix my life. Can you help me fix that? Can you help me organize the things that I really need to have changed around me in order for me to see change, the change that I want? Not everybody is in the business. Not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and that's fine. So I want to speak to the badasses out there that are brave enough and in order to handle a business. But those of you guys that says, you know what, I'm fine in my space. I love my position. I work very hard to get my degree. But the thing is that we all have goals. And life comes after each and every one of us. And sometimes we feel like we're in this holding pattern. Like, how do I scale in this way? How do I change my life, for the better in this way? How do I get past a certain obstacle? And that is so very true. A lot of people are saying, I need a coach. A lot of you guys are saying, I want a coach. I get people that come to me that are ready to level up in their life, but maybe can't afford a program or to be under a coach. I made a post yesterday and I was saying, support someone new. And I mean that. The greatest gift you could ever do before leaving this earth is by being an impact to somebody else. And I understand a lot of us are frustrated, especially in business when you're trying to learn systems and you really don't know, marketing or PR or, which CRM or graphics. I mean, it can be all overwhelming and it will leave you feeling stuck and discouraged where you want to give up, where you on this stop and go kind of pattern. It's just like, I'm gonna give it my all this month, and then you just kind of fizzle out, and then you get the strength enough to get back up at it again. A lot of people are like that. I have people on my timeline right now that I like, that's my wish. You are my wish list. There are many people on my timeline like, oh, if I could afford her class, I know that I could move the mark just a little bit more, because you do have impressive people that you have connected with on your profile and your timeline, a part of your community, and it's like you want to, but where do you get the funds? Like, where? It's hard enough. How do I afford this $2,500 coaching program? Or that, I know during the pandemic, I went to a speaker academy, and honey, that was $5,500. That is a lot of money in order for you to dish out, in order for you to upscale your business or grow. You're always growing. And I want to say, you don't get discouraged because you haven't found the avenues in order for you to get that immediate change, that immediate leveling up in your business. Or, a lot of people want life coaches, anything that it all costs money. And don't get discouraged. Keep going with the things that you have. God has given you exactly what you need in order to succeed. Right now, you may not be able to afford that program or that coach in order for you to receive, the knowledge, in order for you to push past. Hey, but you have to stay in it. Right now, you can't do that certain thing. However, you do have the tools in order for you to make a dent, to make a mark, an impact in your business, and to check off those goals. Do what you can right now. Just don't do anything. Just don't sit there and do nothing. Don't become discouraged, because are the guider in your career, in your life. You got that. Nobody else. If you don't go after it, no one else will. If you're in the room, pop in the chat, say hello, let me know where you're from. So I want you to not get discouraged in that. A lot of time, I know there are people on my timeline right now. I want to get in one of their classes. I really do. But that does not stop me. A lot of times I understand, and I had to understand in my life, that sometimes I'm too scatterbrained. Sometimes I'm focusing on too many things in order for me to receive, gratification in this other area, because I'm scatterbrained. I got too many programs, too many services, and sometimes you're not understanding that you're really confusing your audience. Like, what do you do? One day you're doing graphics, the next day you're a virtual assistant, the next day you're on marketing. It's like, I tell people, get organized in what you want to do and the goals that you want to accomplish, the why behind what you're doing. Maps out the goals that you have, the plan that you need to put in place. You have to get organized within your business in order to see a difference, a change. And that was with me. I was doing way too much at one time. I had to focus on what is it that I love? What resonates to me? What is God telling me that I need to be doing? And all of that said that I was to use my voice, to share my voice, to empower others. The podcast was very, very important to me. And I didn't want the podcast. A lot of people was coming to me and saying, you need to have, you need to have a podcast. You need to have, I'm like, where do I have time? Where do I invent all of this time from? However, once I took a dive in it, and I only hesitated because I had honestly hadn't watched a full podcast interview. I hadn't, so it was foreign to me. It was like, oh my God, I got to learn something else. I got to learn another system. I got to do this. And it is hard work to do this. It's a lot. So I needed to kind of narrow down what my gifts and my talents were in order to appeal to the audience that I have. And you have to make sure that your strategy is very clear about the direction that you're going in your life and in your business. What's your why? What's the goal? What's the plan? You need structure. And a lot of people don't have structure, which causes them to feel overwhelmed, which causes them to give up, which causes them to feel as if, they're out here on their own. They're really not. I always tell people, even though you can't afford the package, let that coach know. They may have another package that they can curate just for you. Ask, closed mouths don't get fed. Let people know that, let people hear the passion behind you. You'll never know what God will put on somebody else's heart to say, you know what, I'm going to help you out. I know I recently had a coaching call with an individual and I sent her my information. I actually tailored it for her. And maybe the prices were a little bit much. Not, honey, I understand. Your price is your price, honey. We all got to eat. However, I want you to, one, open your mouth, and two, continue the work, the self-work that you have to do. And sometimes you got to get a little grimy on your own. Sometimes we got to be out in left field by ourselves trying to figure it out. It makes us stronger in the long run. Continue to do the research, the education, the self-education that's out there. Go on YouTube. I mean, get in different groups. That is key too. Get in different groups. You do not have to do this alone. It may be a lot in the beginning. It will be a lot. And that's why you have to have structure. That's why you have to have a plan. That's why then you have to make the time. And a lot of you guys aren't making the time in order to see the scaling in your business or the growth in your life because you're not making the time. You say, oh, time, honey, where do I get this time? Tell me, how do I invent this time? Sometimes that time means that you have to say, no, I can't go. No, I'm staying here. I can't buy. No, to other obligations, not to overburden yourself. Sometimes you have to create time by saying no to other people so that you can say yes to yourself. Structured time. I get things done by not only having a plan, but I also carve out 2 hours for this project or 30 minutes for this, another 20 minutes for there. So I do targeted goals or tasks that I finish within that allotted time, and I move on. And that means that time that I'm doing X, Y, and Z in order to get something accomplished, the kids can't bother me. The boo bae can't bother me. I'm not on the phone. I'm not answering the phone. I'm not answering the phone. I'm not watching TV. And that's how you guys your time. And that's consistent. A lot, honey, I disappeared so well. I mean, the growth came because I had quiet space with myself and God. I really did. I had to take myself out of, groups, and honey, I had to hang up some friendships. Even the family time. No, I couldn't go because I was doing things that mattered to my life, to my legacy, and the goals that I had planned. So I had to say no. And the greatest power I ever given myself is the power to say no. To say no with a smile. No, with a smile. Hey, no apologies. And that's how you move it. A lot of us refuse to let some outside sources go in order for us to see the change. Sometimes you're going to have to lose some things in order to see the change that you want. But it's all worth it. I hid so long that people was calling me like, girl, you going to come out? I hid too so long that I got comfortable in being in my peaceful state, not being bothered. Not and it doesn't matter if you leave or not. If people want to talk, people want to make up stuff, they still will, honey. That won't change. However, I had to come out of that space because I had gotten too comfortable, and I knew that, okay, God's prepared me. He's given me all the tools. He's given me the confidence that I needed. I have I have clarity over my life and the goals. I'm on it now. I can come out of this corner. It's now time to dominate. And so that's what you have to do. Create the time, get lost, make the goal. And also, once you're creating the time, making the goal, and you're writing some things out, you're writing out this is the task that I'm going to do. I just went on a 7-day commitment challenge. I did that within the group, and it was so impactful to so many of them because it structured their life. Okay, for 7 on Sunday, I sat down and I said, okay, I'm going to focus this week on the vision board class. So on those 7 days, I focused on vision board, and what I did was I pushed out tips for career success. Okay, in those 7 days, on that Sunday, I said, well, I'm going to push out, how many reels on this, how many posts on this day. You may be able to push out and do reels and marketing for 3 days, and that's for 3 of the 7 days. If you have more time, maybe you can do 5 of the 7 days. I happened to do 5 of the 7 days that I was pushing out something marketing the podcast, something marketing the career success class that I have going on. Something that highlights the upcoming vision board class. You need to prioritize. You do your clips. You make it really, really easy in the 7 days. You take your old content and repurpose it. Sometimes we overthink and overwork ourselves. And so the 7 days turns into 14 days. And that 14 days sets me up for 30 days. It allowed me time not to be stuck on the computer, worrying about, oh my God, I have to do a video for here. I need a reel for that. I got to edit the podcast. I have to do the flyers, use automation. You have to automate. Can I talk? You have to automate. That saves you. It saves you. Get used to using that function so that you don't have to be in front of your computer, and you're free to do other things. There's a difference between working in your business and working on your business, and define which days you're going to do which one. Very clear. And also, once you're making the time, you have the plan. You said this is the task for this week. that I'm going to get done, I want you then to show up for yourself. I want you then to hold yourself accountable. You're saying you have a problem showing up for yourself. You're not being consistent in your business or in your life in order to see the change that you want. You're not being dedicated in the plan that you said that you want to accomplish. You have to be dedicated and show consistency in your business and in your life. You have to show up for yourself. How can you expect? Oh, we always scream, you need to show up for me from other people, but you refuse to do it for yourself. You expect something from other people that you refuse to do for your very own self, to show up for you. How much more can you give yourself? How much more can you give in your business? Where are you faulting? I mean, this is the time for you to say, you know what? I watch too much TV. I'm on TikTok way too long. Maybe Boo and Bay have to um, limit their time with me on the weekend because I got some goals. These next 30 days, babe, can you support me in this way? Maybe not go to a lot of functions. You have to reprioritize your life. I of course I was nudged to come on here to show my face. I still can't see comments. I don't know what it is. Okay. I was nudged to come on here. I was. And I'm glad that I did. Once I got online today, and I haven't been doing a lot of scrolling because of course, I post enough. I know I drive y'all crazy. I don't care. I don't, I don't care. This is what I do. So I'm gonna do it. And I want you to do it. Do it. Even if you're unsure. Do it when you think it's not perfect. Put it out there. All right. So I was online today scrolling and I saw Crystal Nicole Ford's, which is I like to say my spiritual mentor. She came on speaking about something, and her words kind of just resonated to me, and it does go hand in hand to why I wanted to come on here to give encouragement that things are hard, but you can do what you can do the things that you have around you. Do what you can in order to see the move to scale your business. Do what you can. Just don't get discouraged. To have a structured plan, to know your why, to know your audience, to see what you're kind of narrow down what you want to push out there. You know, make sure that it's not so all over the place where people are unsure what to do. So make sure that there is a clear plan and show up for yourself. And Crystal Nicole Ford had said her message was titled "Stretched Beyond Measure to be Blessed Beyond Capacity." This holding time, this learning stage of yours, this this hard stage in life, maybe you're going through something. Maybe you feel as if I'll never get there. Maybe you're in a learning mode. You're reviving something, rebranding something, and you're in this kind of holding. You're in a holding pattern for a reason. That holding pattern is to build you up, to refine you, so that you get the knowledge, that you get the needed guidance from your hard work, your research, your doing some things on your own to say, I'm not giving up on me. Let me keep at it. I'm not going to give up on me. Let me find what I can do, what I can learn in order for me to produce this or that. You are being stretched in this moment. You are being you are definitely learning in this moment that is not always going to be easy. It is not always going to be easy. That is by design. It is. Unfortunately, we all have to go through it. But what wins it is that you don't give up, that you are consistent, that you're showing dedication to your vision and you're listening to what God says that you should be doing. I know a lot of times people come to me and say, I know how to make cream, so I'm going to make cream. But they really are good at writing books. Well, you want to write cream, but they don't want to write books because it's going to take up too much time. Or maybe they don't know publishing. Or maybe they don't know where how to pull in your target audience. So they just gonna make creams. No, God said that you are a writer and that you are to empower others to share their story. We always look to go to the easiest thing. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, that you have to kind of understand where your gifts are, that you have to truly believe in yourself to put what you have out there without thinking fearfully or doubting yourself or comparing yourself. Stop doing that. So you're in a stretching moment because you're building up, and that's okay, because once you're ready to push, oh my God, you're going to birth something that is going to change your life. And so, yeah, being stretched, it is uncomfortable, but you have to get uncomfortable. And it's okay. It is okay to not feel comfortable and being uncomfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable, but keep going. I love that. Stretch beyond measure to be blessed beyond capacity. And you can't experience the capacity part if you don't keep going. So that's what I just wanted to encourage you guys. It's hard. A lot of people are looking for one thing or another, and a lot of times the finances are kind of low. It's like, how do I do this? I don't have this kind of money. How do I do that? I don't. What? Who? What? I get it, but you gotta stick in it. Do what you can, and use your resources behind you. Jump in my inbox if you have a question. If you have a need, um, ask the people that are around you. Don't give up on your own dream, on your own passion, and you going being on again, off again in your business is not going to give you the scaling that you want. You have to be serious about it. So I wanted to come on there and kind of encourage you guys. You're doing good. You're doing good. As long as you're working your plan, as long as you're showing up for yourself, as long as you're being you're being accountable and saying, you know what? I've done good today. I've done good this week. I've done good this quarter. You know, we can always tell when we are shortchanging ourselves. You know when you're doing wrong. You know when you're not giving your all. You know when you're making excuses. We're the best to make excuses, but want somebody else to show up for us. And we can't show up for our own selves. So think about that. If you have a business, product, service, or a testimony, you want to be my next guest, go ahead and I'll put the link down here so that you guys can go ahead, click the link so that you can be my next co-host. And let's talk about what you have going on in your world, your business, your brand, what you're doing for 2025. I am actually going to um oh, so 2025. That's it's awesome. it's already gearing up to be awesome. So I can't wait to share some good news with you guys soon. But yes, season 4 is starting in 2025. Season 4, y'all. Season 4. Season 4, y'all. Season 4. Season 4, y'all. Season 4. I'm loving it. So, so yes. So I'm gonna do that. I have some other things coming around Black Friday. Please pay attention to that. And if you haven't done so already, click like, share, and follow. Hello, Audacity Podcast. I know I thought it was something else that I wanted to say, but that's about it. Show my face, which I haven't been doing in this kind of way in a while, but I did want to encourage someone. So I hope you guys have a awesome night. I'm still asleep. I'm going to sleep. I am. I'm going to bed early. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to bed early. Bye, guys. And every day, walk with audacity. I'm gone. Peace.